Welcome to an all-new episode of KrawlZone. Today we're in sunny southern Utah for the winter 4x4 Jamboree. We're getting ready to go on a trail called Plan B with Dan and Richard Mick from Moab. Now, to get them out of Moab's quite a trick, but we did it, and they're going to be riding with us today here on the KrawlZone Network.
We're at Winter 4x4 Jamboree. This is our first event here in southern Utah, down in Hurricane.
We started the Winter 4x4 Jamboree in order to channel money into the public land use cause.
All the proceeds are donated to keep our public lands open. We have awesome wheeling down here. We've got great rock crawling trails from wild to wild. If you have a stock Jeep, you can come down here and hit some of the milder trails. The scenery is breathtaking. We have a great view of Sand Hollow Reservoir. We've got golf courses. You've got a great view of Pine Mountain. The temperatures are great, a little warm in the summertime, but if you don't mind that, it's a year-round place to come and bring your family and just have a great time.
Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying this episode of KrawlZone. I just wanted to cut in here for a moment and let you know what we're up to and what to expect in the coming months. As you can see, we are back up and running with an all-new episode and some great new video content. But that's not all. We've got a completely redesigned new website that will no longer just be a place for our videos, but will be a hub of news, information, and entertainment for the entire off-road community. So come on over and check it out to stay in the loop. And if you have any news or information or entertainment that you think is worthy of our site, send it on over. We'd like to post it up so that we can share it with the entire off-road community. And we'll see you on the trail. Hey guys, we got Dan and Richard Mick from Dan Mick's Guided Jeep Tours over in Moab. Now, it's like pulling teeth. Were you just giving me bunny ears?
Well, no, I was not. Yeah, it is, you know, me getting out of my comfort zone there in Moab is quite a thing. I'm definitely excited, like everybody else that is here today. We've had a number of the groups already head out on the trail, and we're going to go do Plan B today. And Richard and I, we talked about coming down here, and we said, what are we going to do? Have fun. So that's what we're looking forward to doing today. You?
Oh, well, we always have fun wherever we go out.
All
We get
right.
to meet a lot of great people and see a lot of great rigs, and we're going to do it again in this episode of the KrawlZone Show. We are just about to the Plan B trail. We got a whole bunch of sand dunes to get through real quick, and it looks like the trail boss is about to ready to head off without us, so let's get moving that way. We're out here almost to the trail.
Not quite, but we've had a good time getting here. We've gone over some rock moguls, and now we've come up through some fantastic sand dunes. We've been flying along in the sand, having a good time. We've had a couple casualties, though. We've had one vehicle threw a belt before we got to the trail,
Yeah.
and another vehicle down here. I think they got a fuel problem, but they'll be caught up soon enough, and we'll be back on the trail.
Well, hopefully we'll get there and you'll be able to see some more of Plan B here on the KrawlZone Show. Thanks, Dan.
You bet.
So we finally made it through the sand dunes and have gotten to Plan B. Plan B starts with a small little cut down a little wash, and the first real obstacle is a pretty steep climb over this little ridge. Let's see how these guys get over it, and we'll see what's on the other side.
You know, the traction here is just like what we have in Moab. A lot of these rocks, just like the slick rock. Good grip, straight up, straight down. Driver's side. There you go, straighten it up. Looking good. to ride the brakes downhill. It'll stand right up on its nose. Look at that, Richard. Nicely done.
I'm president of the Utah Public Lands Alliance, and we are actually donated to by the Desert Roads and Trails Society as the group that put on this event. Utah Public Lands Alliance was formed in March of 2014. And the reason why we formed was we found out that there was a 1,200-acre land exchange that was going to be taken out of our open OHV area on Sand Mountain, within the Sand Mountain Special Recreation Management Area. So we needed to protect that area and keep that 1,200 acres inside of the open OHV area. This land's very critical to us because it gives us access to the whole trail system. The Utah Public Lands Alliance relies on its funding to come from contributions from various people in the public and also from proceeds from events. The Desert Roads and Trails Society graciously offered to give us a large portion of the proceeds from the Winter 4x4 Jamboree. The best way to get involved with us is to go to our website, which is utahpla.com.
Oh, hey again. I just wanted to invite you to head over to the KrawlZone website and check out our t-shirt and merchandise offerings. Now, we'll be adding to the lineup throughout the year. We're also going to be providing promo codes and other giveaways that you won't want to miss out on. So head on over and we'll see you online.
This is some incredible trail. Rock ledges, ups and downs. They said there was a bypass. I didn't see it. Going around there, big side hill leading to the passenger side. Gotta listen to your spotter. They're just nice and easy. There's some good wheeling over here in the Hurricane area. If you haven't never tried it before, get over here next year for the Winter 4x4 Jamboree on the rocks out here. This is some cool terrain. There's a rock that'll set you right in the middle of the oil pan if you're not careful. So you keep your tires up on that on the right side, and you do slide off. You drop about 18 inches, and you can't down off there like that. You gotta still watch out because there's a road going nowhere there, it seems.
Spotter! No problem, no problem.
Now I just followed this young lady's line here. She drove it with her husband spotting and two little kids in the back strapped in car seats. I figured if she could get through, I stood a chance.
So Jennifer, you just came off an obstacle back here and your husband was spotting.
Mm-hmm.
Why did he put you behind the wheel?
Actually, it was the first time we've gone through there, so he asked me to go through and he'd spot me and we'd get through and do it so that everybody could see the right way to do it without having any second guessing.
So how much driving do you normally do?
We usually go out every weekend, so I have my Jeep, he has his Jeep. So
Oh, right on.
we usually take turns or we take both Jeeps out and have a blast. It's a great family event.
Very cool. So tell me about the obstacle itself. What were some of your thoughts as you were coming down?
As long as I could see my husband, I'm safe. I'm in good hands with him. He always tells me exactly where to put my tires. As long as I listen, I'm not in any danger at all.
And that's some great advice. Listen to your spotter and you won't end up on your head. Well, thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you,
We'll see you on the trail.
for sure.
Now, we love being on the trail, but it takes a lot of work to get us here, and we'd like to thank those who have made it possible. Here's a message from our sponsors.
Hello everybody, I'm Dan Mick of Dan Mick's Guided Jeep Tours. My son Richard and I run the business. You can bring your own vehicle, you can ride with us, or you can get a rental Jeep from one of the guys in town and we'll go out and have a good time. We'll show you some of the most incredible scenery around here in the Moab area. We'll show you what Moab has. You can ride with us on a half-day tour, full-day tour, or sunset tour. We've got family rates that are easy. We sell the tour by the vehicle load. So, you know, if it's just two of you, you and your wife, you don't go get anybody else. It's a private, personalized tour for you. And that's what people like. But if you've got mom, dad, grandpa, and grandma, and two kids, We can still fit all those in there at the same one-person price. #1 on TripAdvisor. Check us out there. Come on to Moab. We'll enjoy your company.
So you can see why Sand Mountain is a favorite destination for local and non-local off-road enthusiasts. There's something here for everyone. All skill levels, from mild to wild, can come and enjoy what this area has to offer.
Easy money.
Like our friend Dan Mick was describing, the slick rock here is much like the slick rock out in Moab. So for you Moabbers looking for new country to wheel, look no further than the Sand Mountain OHV area right here in Hurricane, Utah.
We had a little obstacle here that caused a problem with the locker, but we got the winch out. We almost pulled over one boulder trying to get this guy over. We tied it up to another boulder, finally got him out, and we're back on our way. Let's get back on the trail.
Sand Mountain provides 15,000 acres of perfectly sculpted dunes and an array of trails ranging from scenic and easygoing to hardcore buggy trails that will challenge the daredevil among us. Sand Mountain is currently open to the public, but like always, there is a threat to keeping this area open. Funds from the Winter 4x4 Jamboree are specifically earmarked to aid in the fight to protect and preserve this tract of land as a recreation hub for wheelers and off-road enthusiasts. Oh heavens, I nearly forgot. I've told you all about the KrawlZone website and all about our merchandising, but when you get there, I want you to notice that there are some great new opportunities for entertainment coming your way as well. In addition to our flagship show, the KrawlZone show that you're watching here right now, we're going to be adding to the lineup, you may have already noticed, KrawlZone RC for the scaled crawlers out there. We're also got a couple other things in the works, including a live broadcast show as well as another trail ride show around Moab with our friends at Dan Mick's Guided Jeep Tours. So hang tight, go check it out, and stay tuned. More great things are coming. And you'll be able to find it on the KrawlZone app, on your connected TV, as well as syndication throughout the country. Oh yeah, this is the KrawlZone network. Yeah, network. You got it, baby.
We're about 2/3 the way through Plan B. Now I don't know if you can tell, but right over there is about a 1,000-foot drop. And then it just goes on as far as the eyes can see. It's amazing. This next little bit is a precarious little outcropping that slanted a bit with a drop on one side and a lift on the other that's just wide enough for a Jeep and a little cockeyed that if you're not careful, you're going to end up on your head. Let's find out if we're smart enough to stay on our wheels. Well, as you can see right here, this is where drivers get scared of the edge and choose the wall.
We started Desert Roads and Trails Society as a nonprofit organization to promote land use and protect public lands so we can all use them. Here in Hurricane, we have Sand Mountain OHV area. It's one of the very few open OHV areas.
And in conjunction with the Desert Roads and Trails Society, we decided that one of the best ways that we could fund for our public land use around here was to continue the winter events with a nonprofit organization. So another organization was formed, which was the Desert Roads and Trails Society. They are the organizing group for the 4x4, Winter 4x4 Jamboree. And we put on this event in order to continue the winter events. There wasn't going to be one held, so we decided that we would do it.
We'll see you next year at the Winter 4x4 Jamboree on the third weekend of January.
This is Dan Mick. Dan Mick's got a Jeep Tours Moab, Utah, and this is day one of the Winter 4x4 Jamboree here in Hurricane, Utah. We've had a fantastic day today. We just spent the day out on a trail named Plan B. We asked somebody how it got its name, and well, you know, a bunch of them got together. They couldn't come up with a name. So somebody said, well, what's Plan B? And the name stuck. And that's where we've been today. It's a fantastic trail, lots of climbs, off cambers, left, right, straight up, spinning, slipping on some of the rocks. It's a fantastic run. You got to try it someday. Till then, have a good day and keep the greasy side down.
Hey, thanks guys for joining us for another exciting episode of KrawlZone. Today we took on the Plan B Trail with Dan and Richard Mick here at the Winter 4x4 Jamboree in southern Utah. And we look forward to seeing you next time. This water brought to you by ARB, keeping us hydrated on the trail.